Hi friends, it's Carly and I'm back again with another review. So we are taking a look today at a retro figure that we've been waiting to go on, but I wanted to first let you guys know that I have done a cameo appearance on David Display's Model Behaviors channel. It was really fun. It was my first collab per se, and I really enjoyed doing it. I shared it in the feed here on this channel, and I'm going to link it in this video as well so that you guys can go check it out. He's a really great reviewer. He's super knowledgeable about all things comic book characters, and his videos are just really fun to watch. So please go make sure you subscribe to his channel, drop a like on our video, turn on the notification bells, and make sure that you're not missing anything that he does. Also, I have been posting daily Amazon deals on my website, annoyingyouwithfriendship.com, and they've been going really well. I've been getting really good feedback, so I will be expanding that and sharing deals from Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and Dorkside Toys. So keep your eyes on my website, my social media, Twitter at AnnoyingCar, Instagram, your annoying friend car with underscores under each word, Facebook at AnnoyingCar, and I'm over on TikTok at AnnoyingYou, the letter U with friendship. That is that on announcements. A lot going on right now, but it's a really exciting time, and I'm super grateful for you guys just keeping up with all of my content. It really means a lot, and I hope I can keep bringing you things that you like and enjoy. With all of that said, we are taking a look at our retro Remy Lebeau Gambit. I have been really excited to talk about this figure ever since I got my Rogue, because again, I feel like with these retro figures, we're getting so much value and such great pieces, you know, for just the same regular price point. I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's because of the addition of the card artwork or the great accessories that they come with, or that they're just reworking figures in a way that is personally more gratifying to me. I don't know, but I am obsessed with these figures, you guys. So I've got a couple of accessories on him. He's got this energy card that he can hold in his hand. He's got a hand that actually has like 3 cards shooting out. So I wanted to show those. I'm going to take them off because it's a little hard to obviously manipulate and pose him in a ton of different ways with those on, but I'll show you the alternate hands that he has. And then he also has, so he's got just a regular hand that you can put that single card in. This is the hand that I had the card in to begin with, and then he's got one more sort of closed fist hand that will hold his pole arm that he comes with. So this accessories pack is functional, it makes sense, it works really well, and they look great, you know. Whenever we get these pole arms, they're usually pretty flimsy, so I don't try to talk a lot about them. There's not much to say. I mean, it's not the sturdiest piece in the world, but it looks really great when you're posing him and you've got him holding it. There are so many iconic images of him with his polearm sort of like behind him and then like throwing a card forward like a 3D shot, and you can achieve that 100% with the accessories included with this figure. So I'm really happy with them. I don't really know how much, it's not like he's actually fighting, so if it's a little flimsy, sometimes I just get too critical of the weapons, I think. But the polearm is great. It works really well. So, I recently saw that Sideshow has a Gambit figure coming out. I believe it's in their 6 scale line. It might be a Hot Toys, I'm not entirely sure. But, it's a really good looking figure too, but they have given their Gambit these enormous, like, it literally is like 2 satellite ears, and I'm gonna find a picture and I will share it on my social media because I'm horrible at editing and I'm not able to add an overlay, but like this Gambit, the reason I'm mentioning it is because it really, coming out at the same time that I got this figure, highlights for me how excellent the sculpt on this figure is. His ears literally look like he has 2, like a letter C and a letter D on the sides of his heads. They're huge on the side of his head. And, you know, I guess that could happen with just the way that his costume is. So I guess we just got lucky that Marvel did it better, that his ears are sort of laid flat and they still look really natural. The hair sculpt on this is really great too. It has like a lot of motion and depth. I just love the head sculpt on this, his glowing eyes. And the reason I'm spending so much time on it is, like I said, after seeing that sideshow one, typically we expect to see some of the greatest, you know, artwork because those toys are so expensive. I recently got a Hot Toys Spider-Man figure and it is stellar. It's like a work of art. And when you spend that type of money, that's what you expect to get. But this Gambit looks weird, y'all. I'm gonna share the pictures on social media. But back to the Gambit we have in hand. He's fantastic. So he's got this long vinyl coat. And you know, typically I have some complaints about these coats. They do tend to hinder, you know, the flexibility of the character a little bit, but this one is pretty light. So I think you can still probably get some pretty good poses out of him working the jacket. And even if you could take it off, his arms are painted. So you kind of just have to get creative with that, but it looks fantastic. And as you're posing him, I think that it moves enough that you can get the poses you want with the jacket. So it's not that big a deal. They make really, really great use of metallics just to give, you know, depth and stay true to the character. The color scheme on Gambit, you know, especially with his glowing red eyes and everything, is so striking to me that you can't really have a successful Gambit figure and mess that up at all. And I don't think they did. I feel like they captured perfectly the way that he looked in the 90s. And I really just couldn't be happier from top to bottom with the overall appearance of him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulate points and see what we're getting with this long overcoat, if it's really affecting things, or if it works overall as a additional accessory. So with the head, you know, you usually are going to get some obstruction. We don't need to turn the head 360 degrees. Of course, I always want it to, but it's not necessary. So I don't see any obstruction whatsoever with the head with this high collar. Obviously the arms are just painted, so they're gonna be fine. He's got a nice 360 degree turn there in the bicep. The arm bends just fine. We don't have any obstruction there. And then the hands work great. All of the different sets of hands are fine, so we're good there. So the first time we'll see maybe a little obstruction when he bends forward. That is always a little bit problematic for me, that the jacket shoots straight out. Now his ability is an energy-based ability, so there could be a scenario where you're creating an image that allows there to be a blast of energy, maybe that would shoot his overcoat backward if he were in this position. I think you can get creative with it. And the point is that he has a really good bend forward. Now when we're leaning back, we start to get that little bounce that happens when you've got obstruction, but he still does get a decent lean. And let's be honest, who can actually lean back 90 degrees? So it's not too bad. I'm not unhappy with that. The 360 degree turning waist that I should actually show you while I'm turning works great. There's no obstruction there in the jacket at all. And I think that when we're working with the thighs and the hips and getting like a lift in the legs, I think if you just push the jacket back, it's fine. So like I said, it's a light vinyl. It's not as heavy as some that we've gotten in the past. Sometimes we get these really heavy cloaks that are so heavy and so thick that you can actually sort of use them to prop your figure up as if it were a stand. This isn't like that. It wouldn't support him in that way. It's much looser and more flexible. So when I'm moving his legs around, I can manipulate the overcoat any way that I need to make it work. So yeah, I really feel like there's no obstruction at all with that. He's got a great turn in his thighs. We can see that he's got a great turning knee here, or bending knee. He does have the boot turn. And then feet are always great. So the articulation on this figure is fantastic. I have absolutely no complaints. Even with this heavy long overcoat, they've made it flexible enough and it moves enough that the only weird pose that we're getting out of it is when he's bending over, that it shoots straight back. But You might honestly, if you were doing a shot and you wanted it to hang naturally, you might be able to heat it with a hairdryer and sort of loosen up this vinyl and get it to sort of fall correctly for your shot, and it might bounce back. But I think that you probably could, because it's thin and flexible enough that you can probably manipulate it with heat pretty easily. So I am actually really happy with this figure. I love the way that he looks, and with my Rogue side by side, who I do not have handy. Oh wait, yes I do. I just think that they are exactly what I would have hoped for, and I cannot wait to display them together. So I'm still working on my room. I've ordered some shelves, some taller shelves, so I can display more of my 112 figures. So things are coming along. We'll start to see displays of these in the coming weeks after the holidays. Everything is so crazy right now. Christmas just turns up before you even know it. But these two figures will definitely be displayed together. I absolutely love the way that they look. I'm 100% satisfied with the way that they play, and I couldn't be happier than to finally have them in my collection. So that is that on Gambit and Rogue, and I hope you enjoyed watching these vintage reviews. As you guys have seen recently, I have picked up a ton of new toys, and I am just gonna roll through with the reviews. We're just gonna start doing everything because I feel like I've gotten behind on some things. There are some things that I can't wait to talk about, and I don't want to leave anything else behind. I finally got my Storm Shadow, so I want to get back to my Joes again, and I haven't even started on the movie X-Men figures. So we've got a lot of fun stuff to look at, a lot of stuff going up on the website and across social media, and it's just a fun time to be annoying. So thank you guys so much for watching my video and being here. I will keep you posted on everything that's coming up, and we will be back really soon with another one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye, friends.